Okay, good, let's see. Okay, good. Should be all right now. Yes, it works.
Didn't even look up the home and go, oh no.
What is Anna?
Nothing. It's too early for calculations.
But that is what we are going to do today.
Oh no.
Just practice. Yeah?
Okay.
But
Believe in yourself. You're good at this stuff.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Wait, how do you know?
You were doing stuff, not this stuff. You've done some like calculations fun before. You're good at maths. You're good at maths.
you should be a motivational speaker.
Oh yeah. Because everyone was like, I don't understand this. Yeah, because most of the time there's complete
Good morning. Morning. Shall we make a start? Yeah, because everybody is awake and fully with it and totally excited about this day, aren't you? Okay, I just thought. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Oh, wow, I love that. I love that. In previous years, when I had a Thursday morning slot, and I said good morning, it was either totally silent and only occasionally you could hear a yawn or somebody breaking wind, or it was so you're amazing, you're really good, I love you. So what I thought I'm going to do in this session is really give you a little bit of opportunity to practice together calculations related to solutions and making solutions, calculating molarities, etc., etc. Because I have seen on the group chat that some people find it challenging, and that's great because I want you to be challenged. Yeah. Because if things were easy, I mean, what would be the point of you being here, right? If you knew everything, if you can do everything, I mean, I would take lessons from you. So definitely. And practice makes perfect. So here is a question for you guys. Typical question, something that you will probably encounter in an exam or in a test or something like that, you know. Just saying. You need to be familiar with that stuff. And what I want you to do is, you know, take about 5-6 minutes, try to solve that, talk with the people sitting next to you, come up with a strategy how you could solve that. And then we do it together, okay? Happy with that? And let's do it. Let's see what you come up with. Have a go.
Is it the decimal comma or is it the 66,000?
It's 66,000. That's the UK way of writing thousands.
Okay.
Yeah? So if you have decimal, it will be a dot. If it is 1,000 or 1,000,000, then you usually use comma.
Alright.
Yep. Have a go at that question. See what you come up with. Done? Bless you. God, goodness me.
How are you this morning?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, Wednesday.
Huh?
Was it Wednesday?
No, I had work last night.
Well, work sucks, eh? It can ruin your whole day.
Does that count?
Work ruins your entire day, right?
It was a great shift. Honestly.
Oh, okay. What are you doing?
I went behind a bar. But like weird stuff kept happening.
Okay, fair
It
enough.
was entertaining to say the least.
Where on campus?
No, do you know the free tunnels?
Yeah, of course. Nice place. Nice place. Can you do it? Yep, no problem.
Yeah, I haven't quite finished it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I will do it in a minute when we do it together, yeah? Okay, so how are you doing? Do you want another minute? Nah, okay, good, excellent. So let's do that together, and I show you my way. That is my way. No, better not. But it does not matter which way you use. If you have something that really resonates with you, please do feel free to use it. As long as I sort of understand what you're doing, and even better, if you get the right result, there's no problem. Now, people have asked me in exams or tests or something like that, what they should do, whether they have to really write down the workings out. And the answer is absolutely yes, 100%. Because you see, I do not believe in divine inspiration. Yeah? Usually, if somebody just simply writes down a number, I don't have a clue where this number comes from. Usually, it doesn't come from above. Usually, it comes from the person sitting next to them. Yeah? And that's not good, because usually that person is wrong as well. So I need to see what you have done, because then you will get marks for things even if it is not exactly correct. Yeah? As long as I can follow it, I can then also see, they didn't quite get this concept, but the rest was all right. So you will get marks for it. If there's just simply a number, where does this number come from? Okay, I show you my way how I would do this question. So first of all, what are we looking for? That's always the most important point in these word questions. What are we looking for? We are looking for a concentration. You're absolutely right. So what is the concentration of this solution? Perfect. So what is the unit, and I use this dimensional analysis, which is just a fancy expression for I am guided in my calculation by the units of something. Yeah? I don't learn any equations. Life is tough enough, especially on a Thursday morning after Wednesday. So I don't learn any equations. I am just guided by the units. So what is the unit for concentration? Standard unit. Moles per liter. That's right. And I write it in such a way that I've got it there. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want at the very end. And now I need to find out, are there any givens in my question that I can use and can arrange in such a way that I will get eventually mole per liter. So let's start with the top part. Do we have mole, the unit mole, anywhere? Yeah? Where is that? So I have 66,000 gram per mole, or 1 mole per 66,000 gram. I can write it either way. I can write 66,000 gram per 1 mole, or I can write 1 mole per 66,000 gram. It's exactly the same. Yeah? In this case, I write it so that the mole is on top of this fraction line, because you see here what I want, the mole, the unit, is also on top of the fraction line. So I write it in that way that the unit that I want is on top. So mole is great. We've solved that. I don't need to worry about the moles. But I now have a gram in there. It's this gram here in the denominator. And somehow I need to get rid of this gram, of this unit, yeah, because that does not turn up in my what I want. So what I can do is I can now multiply the whole thing with something that contains the unit gram, because then the grams will cancel out. Yeah? Does that make sense? Do we have grams anywhere? Yes, we have 1 gram. Is that late or latte? Oh. So we have 1 gram, so we just multiply it by 1 gram, and we dissolve this substance 1 gram in 100 milliliter. So I just simply say 1 gram per 100 milliliter, because that is how I dissolve it. And I write the milli as 100 times 10 to the minus 3 liter. So this 10 to the minus 3, that is just simply my milli. Okay, happy with that? Now let's see, what have I got left in terms of units? My mole is good, that's in the right place. What happens to unit gram?
It get cancelled.
I could cancel that out, exactly, so gram cancels out. Hasta la vista. What have I got left in terms of unit? I have got left mole per liter. Look at that. It's a miracle. Life is good. Because that is exactly what I wanted to have here in the first place. I wanted to have mole per liter. So, what's left? I have 1 mole per liter divided by 66,000 times 100 times 10 to the minus 3. Ta-da! That now is something for mathematical pedestrians. So I am absolutely convinced that you will be able to do that on your calculator. Right? Happy with that? That's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Here's another one for you guys. Just as a little bit of a warm-up. Hey, give it a go. See if you can apply this concept of using the units. And now you probably understand why I'm so total anal about using units. Because if you screw up your units or can't be bothered about units, you can't do these calculations. So always, always, always use your units. Right? So give it a go. Bless you. Talk to each other. It's eerily quiet. Done?
Yeah.
Do you want to borrow my calculator?
So what is it that we are looking for? We are looking again for a concentration. You're absolutely right. So what is the concentration of this solution? Let's see if it works. Yes, it still works. The unit for concentration, mole per liter. Do we have moles anywhere apart from the garden? Where? We have the molecular mass, exactly. So we have 100 grams per mole. And I can write it as 100 grams per mole or 1 mole per 100 grams. So let's do that and write it in such a way that the mole is on top. Mole over 100 grams. And now you see the mole is in the right place. But we have the problem with the grams. Have we got grams anywhere? Yes? Where? We've got the 10 grams, so we just simply multiply it. 10 grams in 100 milliliter. So 10 grams divided by 100 times 10 to the minus 3 liter. And as if by magic, the grams cancel out. And we have left, what's the unit that we have left? Moles per liter, exactly. Oh, good evening. We have moles per liter left. That is exactly what we wanted, so we don't need to do anything else. So we have mole per liter. And in terms of numbers, we have 10 over 100 times 100 times 10 to the minus 3. My friend Alexander would say, simples. Right? I didn't do any equations or anything like that. I just, was guided by the units. Oh, this is another one. Over to you guys. Give it a go. You asked me earlier to check with you that you got it right. Did you get it right?
The first one. So 1.5 times 10 to the power of 3.
Sorry?
Is it that one?
Yeah, where you asked me. Did you get that right? Yeah, probably. Hang on. Sorry?
The units and the 100.
Yeah?
Molecular mass.
No. What does this MM mean?
Oh, millimole. Oh, millimoles.
Milli? Milli? Milli is good. The M stands for...
Deciliter.
Yes!
Now for the liter, what I have to do? Like, do I have to say how many more? No.
You. What do you... We do it together, okay? What does this MM mean? I was just have been asked. What does it mean? Millimolar. Molar. And molar is not just what you have in your mouth. Molar stands for mole per liter. Yeah? That is what this capital M stands for. And I completely messed up my M. So that is this capital M. Lowercase m stands for milli or meter, but in this case meter doesn't make any sense. So we have millimolar. Okay, so what are we looking for? Exactly, we are looking for how many moles do we need? What's the unit for moles? Mole, exactly. Bless you. So let's write that down. And I just simply, just for fun, I put this fraction in. Just to be consistent with what I've done before with a fraction line. So mole divided by, let's say, 1. This is just the same as mole, but I now have a fraction in a way that makes it more consistent with what I just showed you. Okay, so do we have anything with mole in it? We have the 100 millimolar, because I can write this 100 millimolar. God, you are such a sick bunch with this coughing. Next time I bring in a cough remedy. Do you know the best cough remedy? Huh? What?
A bullet.
A bullet? No. I think that's a little bit drastic. The best, it works, yeah. There's another one. That's another one that works just as well. It's a strong laxative. It doesn't stop you from coughing, but you think twice if you want to. So next time, if anyone is coughing, you know what you get from me. And you think, oh shit. So we have 100 millimolar, which is exactly the same as 100 times 10 to the minus 3. Yep, you just got clappered. Mole per liter. Right? That is this 100 millimolar. Okay, now let's put that in. Which way do I have to write it? Liter per mole or mole per liter? What? Say again? Mole per liter. Why do I need to write it as mole per liter? Because I want the mole on top. Mole on top is always good. God, there was some innuendo in it, but so we have 100 times 10 to the minus 3 mole per liter. Now the mole is good. I've got the mole. But I need to get rid of the liter. Yeah? Well done. Excellent. I have liters then there as well. I have 20 milliliters. So if I now multiply the whole thing with 20 milliliters, then the liter cancels out. So times 20 times 10 to the minus 3 liter. Let me write this a little bit. Let's get rid of that stuff here. And what you see is, lo and behold, liter and liter beautifully cancels out. What have I got left? What did I want? I've got what I want. Life is good. Yeah? And the rest you can do yourself. Happy with that? Actually, let's go for a different one. Oh, lovely. Let's go for this one here. A substance has a molecule. That is a very, very typical question for exams. So watch out. You need to be able to do this half drunk, standing on your head, backwards. Only then you will make me happy. Not being half drunk, I mean, but being able to do that. Okay, try it. See if you can do it. Talk to each other. can't hear anyone talking. Oh, okay. You're talking to yourself. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yes, we want grams. So we don't even need to put the names, and then we just need to sort of grams over one.
Oh, they come. Don't worry. They come. The hard questions.
Why did you tell me that? It was so hopeful.
Sorry?
Why did you tell me that? It was so hopeful.
Oh no. There was a comment. Shall we do it together, quickly? Yeah? So, what are we looking for? We are looking for grams because we have to weigh in something, and that is usually done in grams. Okay, let's write down grams. And I just do the thing with the fraction line just for fun because I'm so used to it. Do we have grams anywhere? Yeah, where? Be careful with the laxative. No, let it out. Rather an empty house than an angry tenant. Do we have grams? 168 grams per mole. How do I have to write it? Mole on top or grams? Grams this time on top. So mole on top is not always the solution. So we have 168 gram per mole. Brilliant. Grams are in the right place. But now I have to get rid of the mole. Do I have mole anywhere? Yes, they are in the millimolar. So that is 250 times 10 to the minus 3 mole per liter. How do I write it? Mole on top or liter on top? Mole on top. So I have 250 times 10 to the minus 3 mole per liter. And you see, the moles cancel out. Now I need to get rid of the liter. Do we have liters anywhere? We have 180 milliliters. How do I write the 180 milliliter? On top or at the bottom? On top, exactly. Times 180 times 10 to the minus 3 liter. Liters cancel out. What is the unit that's left? Grams. What did I want? I get what I want. Life is... That's my catchphrase. You get it? Oh, let's do that one. Yeah. Yeah. Give it a go. Shall we quickly do it together? Because there's a little thing in it. So first of all, what are we looking for? We are looking, loud, say it loud. Mole per liter. We are looking for mole per liter because it says what is the molarity. And every time you hear molarity, it has to click with you. It is mole per liter. Do we have moles anywhere? Yeah. Where? We have the 45,000 gram per mole. How do I have to write it? Mole on top and gram. Mole on top, you're absolutely right. I have to write it mole on top over 45,000 gram. Bless you. And again. Mole are in place. Brilliant. I don't have to worry about the moles. Now I have to deal with the grams. Do we have grams anywhere? So we have 9 milligrams. And how do I write it? Grams or liter on top? Gram on top. But we don't have grams, we have milli. Sod it. Hey, we just, let's not worry about that. We write it as 9 times 10 to the minus 3 gram divided by 1 times 10 to the minus 3 liter. Yeah? Happy with that? What happens to the grams? Bye, bye, baby. What have we got left? Loud? Moles per liter. What did I want? Moles per liter. I got what I wanted. Life is... Thank you. So we have 9 times 10 to the minus 3 I don't want to calm down. Over 45,000 times 1 times 10 to the minus 3, and the unit is moles per liter. Actually, the 10 to the minus 3 nicely cancel out. I could have seen that before, couldn't I? Because what I have here is 9 milligram divided by milliliter. Hey, let's just simply cancel the m's. Because they are both 10 to the minus 3, isn't it? So it's 9 grams per liter. Woohoo! But it doesn't matter. When you do it, you should get the same result. Make sense? Oh, let's do that. Last one for today, huh? Shall we quickly do it together? What does weight per volume actually mean? What is 5% weight per volume? %5 weight per volume. It has a very specific definition. It means 5 gram per 100 milliliter. So percent weight per volume always means gram per 100 milliliter. When you see percent weight per volume, gram per 100 milliliter. I can very easily convert that into grams per liter. Because, you know, I don't like the 100 milliliter. I prefer to work with liters. So all I need to do is multiply both top and bottom by 10, extend this fraction, and I get 50 gram per liter. It's the same as 5 grams per 100 milliliter. So whenever you see X % weight per volume, what you do is, you know it is X 10 times 10 gram per liter. Alexander? Simples. Okay, so what are we looking for in this question? We are looking again for a molarity, exactly, and we just heard the unit for molarity is mole per liter. Do we have moles anywhere? Yep, we have 66,000 gram per mole. How do I have to write it? Mole on top this time again. So we have don't trust that guy. There are no free Meerkat movie tickets. Mole over 66,000 gram. Mole is in the right place. Great stuff. Now I just have to multiply it with something that contains grams, so that the grams disappear, and I also get liters in. Do we have anything like that?
Yeah, gram per liter.
Ah, we have our 50 gram per liter. Or I can also do 5 grams per 100 milliliter, it doesn't matter which way. Let's do the 5 grams per 100 milliliters, so times 5 grams per 100 times 10 to the minus 3 liter. These are my 5%. Yeah, 5 grams divided by 100 times 10 to the minus 3 liter. What happens to the grams? The grams disappear. What do I have left? You are absolutely right. I have left mole per liter. What did I want? Life. God, I've conditioned you. Right? It's easy, isn't it? You can solve most conversions with this trick of dimensional analysis. I will post lots and lots of questions and videos, video tutorials for you to practice. So enjoy, and I shall see you tomorrow.